Alright guys, ALC settings. Before I start, I'd appreciate if you guys could subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel and just started making videos a few months ago. But yeah, if you could subscribe, that'd be great. But let's get into it. So the dead zone, I keep that at 5%. You want it as low as possible without getting stick drift. For me, it's around 5. If I go any lower, I get stick drift. But you don't want it too high, because then you have a lot of like dead space in your controller, so when you go to make micro adjustments, it won't actually register. So as low as possible with no stick drift. Outer threshold, I leave that as B. Now the big one is response curve. 0 is linear, and then 10 is classic, and then 15 is steady. I find linear like way too fast, like way too twitchy, and it throws off my aim, especially at distance. And then classic is just way too clunky up close, but good, you know, at range. So I keep it at in between 4 and 6. In the middle is like perfect. A little bit more on the low end towards linear on 4 is where I found to be perfect. Per optic settings, I don't even mess with those because I never run snipers, but if you guys do, if you run anything more than like a 3x, I'd go in there and adjust that. Yaw and pitch speed, this is like your movement or your hip fire if you are shooting. Yaw speed is left and right, and then pitch speed is up and down. I keep those just a few clicks above the default line here, so it's like roughly 3.5, I'd say, if you weren't using ALCs, because then you still get, you know, decent movement, and honestly you're on controller, so you just should be focusing on beaming people, you know. You don't really need to have crazy movement or anything, honestly, on controller. Most pro players just play on low sense, but just a tad above, just so that way if you do run across someone who has really good movement, you're still able to track them. But yeah, 190 and 140, pitch speeds up and down, yaw speeds left and right. Turning extra yaw, this is where it ramps up when it's at the maximum stick input, just to help you move even faster. Like say I'm shooting this guy in front of me, you know, and then someone shoots me from behind, I can quickly turn around and shoot him. That's what that's for. And then these I just keep on 0. ADS is aim down sight yaw speed, so that's left and right. Again, when you're aiming down sight, you still want to have good aim, but you want to just have a little bit more. So if you're tracking someone that has really good, you know, strafe speed side to side, you can shoot them and keep up with them. You're not kind of under. I'm sure you guys have been shooting at people and you're playing on low sense, and like you can't even keep up with them. With this, like you can see I can go faster than, you know, what this dummy's strafing at. And then same thing, pitch speed just a tad bit above. And then these I keep on just the default setting. This is the ramp up pitch and yaw. And then the ramp up time, I always keep it on 0 on both these. And that's really all you need to do. Don't expect just to put this in, then you're just a god at the game. You know, you still need to practice. And you might need to adjust little things because everyone's different, but this is a good template to go by. But yeah, you'll be. When you hit shots like that, you're winning your ones most of the time. The new firing range update too is a really good spot to practice, because most people strafe just side to side like this. So if you're able to one clip, you know, a red shield like that while they're strafing, and that's if people even are strafing. Most people just stand still, but if they do strafe, they just do a simple side to side. Most people, that's all they do. So if you're able to hit, you know, 100 sprays in the firing range with the dummy set like this, you'll do a lot better. even hip fire, it's really good. I mean, you get in someone's face and like, come on. The hip fire on this sense is just like... Yeah, subscribe if you guys like. Thank you.